All right, and welcome back.
All right.
So, I don't have much else to say. You just want to get right into this, right?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll adjust my.
Bathroom?
I was gonna say let me change my splits really quick too. So whoops. So we don't have the wrong ones popping up here.
And you can also explain a little bit about what Not a Hero is.
Yeah. So Not a Hero is essentially this takes place right after the main game here. So at the end of Resident Evil 7, you had Chris and the BSAA, like the Biohazard anti-terror group, kind of pop up and swoop in to save the day. And, you know, both Mia and Ethan got, whisked away. They're rescued. They're fine. But there's still kind of a mess left behind. You know, there's essentially like this biohazard scene left behind, and we gotta see what's going on here. So Chris is here to kind of clean up the mess and kind of explore what's going on. So this is this is Chris's portion of the game. We're kind of trying to tie up some loose ends here and kind of resolve the rest of the story.
We're just it's basically if we were going at the end of the game right into what happens with once Chris picks up Ethan and Mia and all that.
Yeah, and not just that. You saw how towards the middle of RE7 we saw Lucas. You know, he was one person in the Baker family. He was very demented, very deranged, and I know for me, I'm not sure about you guys. I know Kat felt the same way because she said Lucas is one of her favorites. But we didn't get a boss fight with Lucas. We didn't have any interactions with Lucas. So we're just like, oh man, we have this great character, and now we don't see him ever again. Well, now we get to see him. We get Lucas is kind of in full focus here. He's the main antagonist of this game right here. So, yep, here we are. So yeah, I know Kat, she had to step away for just a second. So yeah, we'll wait just a sec. But yeah, it's a really cool DLC. We like it, and we get to see more of Lucas, which is definitely a highlight. Because like I said, he's a crazy character. But here, I'll go ahead. I'll get started because time doesn't officially start until the cutscene's over with. So yeah, in the Not a Hero speedruns, there are a couple difficulties. There's easy and there's professional. And actually, we didn't mention this when we were running RE7, but the reason we don't run on normal is because there's not too much of a difference between the easy and the normal categories, because speedrun communities kind of do their categories and runs a little differently to where, maybe they'll do every single category. Usually they'll do every single category if there's enough difference. But in RE7, in both, main game and all the DLCs and such, there's not too much of a difference between, the normal difficulty and something else.
If there is any difference, it's honestly such a minuscule difference that we just don't really count it for speedrunning. If you want to, you go ahead, but easy or professional or easy or Madhouse is the way to go.
Yeah, so you got easy, which is the fastest, or you got Madhouse or professional, which is the hardest, and that's how we do it. That's how we categorize it. All right, time will officially start when I skip this movie. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, that's a weird one because in main game, you hit the difficulty and, the game starts and the time starts and everything. But in Not a Hero, we have this movie, we have a movie at the beginning and, timer's not going, I guess. So, yeah, we don't start until we skip that movie.
Yep.
Now, as you can tell here, the UI is much different than it was in main game. I think they were trying to go for a different look and feel here.
Yeah, they were going for a little bit more, well, obviously Chris has, he has the weapons, he has the gear, he's currently wearing a helmet, essentially, so that's why we have the funky HUD going on with, the top and the bottom and everything.
It's really funny because people, you know, anytime I'm running this game, people come in, they're just like, is this Resident Evil 7? I don't remember it looking like this, or it's like, it looks so different. Like, are you sure this is Resident Evil? We're like, yeah, it's Resident Evil. It looks kind of Call of Duty-ish and all that stuff, but...
A little bit, yeah. With the tactical suits and everything.
Yeah, but trust us, it still is. Oh, and here's Lucas.
Our friend Lucas is here.
Oh, goodness. Oops. As you can see, he is still twisted and crazy, and he's got some traps all throughout here, so... Alrighty.
We're basically going through Lucas's madhouse of traps and games and everything else, and Lucas is actually kind of smart. I don't know, he plays off as like this really, I don't know how to explain it, but this kind of like a character that's aloof, or the word I think I'm looking for. But he's actually very intelligent, because he was able to set up like all this stuff, and it gets pretty crazy.
Yeah. So another reason that we're here is, so not just only to clean up the mess and to kind of apprehend Lucas, to get him to talk and explain what's going on here. 3 of our men have gone missing, so we have to rescue them.
Yeah, and Lucas has set up some saw-level traps for Chris's friends here.
Yeah,
hopefully Chris can save some of them.
I hope so. And another quick note, so how I mentioned when we were running main game, how the menu is super important. Well, in Not a Hero, you just have to worry about these first 2 slots right here. That's mainly it. There's not a ton of menuing going on in this run. We don't pick up as many things. Like Kat said, Chris is loaded, he's got the gear, he's got the guns, so we just have to pick up our key items, essentially.
Yep, you don't gotta worry about ammo pickups, because basically in this run you barely ever really use everything, and there are some ammo pickups that we do get, but it's mostly getting like healing items if you need it, or grenades.
Yeah, there's like Chris actually has some pretty nice things. He has this shotgun here called Thor's Hammer. It's very powerful. Then he also has an Albert pistol, which is a more powerful handgun. You can use that in main game, but we don't use it when we run new game because it is considered a new game plus item. But for Chris, since it's a default part of his gear, you know, we get to use it.
The only time we ever do get to use the Albert gun is literally at the end for a new game, as we saw at the ending from Mars' previous run that she just did. But otherwise, you never really see it.
Right. So what we're doing here, we're grabbing a key. We had to craft a crank, like an operating crank, to grab this key. So here we are. We got some molded spawning who are trying to go after us, but we already know what we're grabbing, so we're just snagging it and getting out of here.
Too slow.
Yeah, the game introduces you to a bigger, kind of creepier molded called Mama Molded, and she's a large lady, and we don't know how to handle her. So, you know, we can't kill her with our current weapons or ammo, so we have to we just ignore her.
Oh, we found a friend.
We did. We could have interacted with this friend earlier, but you know, there's dialogue, there's time passing, and since we already know he's here, we don't have to talk to him. We know we have to rescue him, and then so we get the key and we come right back.
I just like that Chris literally does absolutely nothing. Although I'm not sure if that's metal, like metal wiring holding his arms, or just rope.
I actually never thought of that. It looks like rope. Maybe it is metal. It's shiny.
It is shiny, so I'm not sure if it's metal or if it's rope, but if it was rope, Chris could have done so many things to help his friend out of this situation, but instead he doesn't.
He just watches him.
Yeah. But since this is the censored version, we actually skip out on an entire little thing that happens, so instead of a saw coming down, well, head go boom.
Yeah.
Neck go boom? I don't know.
Yeah, so in the uncensored version of the game, that your friend here gets decapitated and his head falls on the floor and you have to grab this little air filter off of that. But yeah, instead head goes boom and you just grab the filter off of his face.
Yep. It's censored version for you.
Less violent somehow.
I don't know. Does that save time? Like, I'm not sure if like the Seto D version saves time in this.
It does. It saves like 8 seconds. Only that part though.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because his head doesn't go onto the floor, and you don't have to watch the saw come down, I guess.
Yeah. So it's a small time save for sure.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy because you know, we use the Seto D version to run main game. We use it to run this game. But if you run, apparently in the end of Zoe, if you speed run that DLC, the Seto D version is actually slower. I can't remember why.
Interesting.
I think it's because of some animations, some like death animations or something with Jack's animations or something in there. But yeah, you would think it's like, oh, run Seto D on everything. But yeah, if you're interested in the punching simulator DLC,
The WWE Zoe's uncle simulator.
Yeah, if you're interested, this door closes on me sometimes. That's so silly. But yeah, if you're interested in that speedrun, apparently the Seto D version is a little bit slower.
Wow, today I learned I don't really run the DLCs. I haven't run the DLCs since they came out, I think. Which was, what, 2 years ago? Maybe more? I can't remember. It had been a while. But my favorite DLC to run was definitely this one.
Yeah. This one's a super fun one.
All
I
those
tried
punching things is fun.
I tried running the bedroom DLC, which is like an escape room essentially, but because it's like a 6-minute speed run, and you think, oh hey, shorter speed run, that means it must be, you know, easier and fun. But
that stuff is stressful. I'll tell you, oh my.
It is very stressful because, you know, the whole time you're in your menu and you have to make sure Marge doesn't get you. Like, it's actually quite terrifying. So
it's very well, the timing, it's very timing based. Like, you have to be doing things as quickly as possible, and otherwise Marge will come out and start feeding you slop or doing some weird stuff. Yeah, it's a fun DLC though. Highly recommend it.
It is good. All right, so making our way through here, Chris can tank a decent amount of damage like Ethan can. So throughout this little part here, there's turrets and things coming up, and there's molded spawning, but you know, we can deal with them just fine. All right, so we throw a grenade here though, because there are 3 turrets up there, and if you do not deal with them, they will kill you. They will fire quick enough, like you'll be dead before you blink. So we gotta deal with those rather quickly. I did not mean to heal myself, but I'll take it.
Why not?
Chris has a ton of heals, so that's okay.
Yeah, I think he has like 3 or something, right?
Yeah, he starts off with either like 3 or 6 or something. He starts off with a lot.
Someone just contributed 1,000 bits in chat.
Woo! Tyler with 1,000 bits. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler.
Heck yeah. You love to see it.
Alrighty, so we're making our way through this area right here, and as you can see, we're wearing a night vision mask, and we picked that up a little bit earlier. So there are 3 little different areas here in this game, and you can actually go through them at any point in time, but you know, you'll go through a door and then you'll realize, like, oh no, like, I can't see anything, I guess I need to find night vision. Or you go through an area and you're just like, oh hey, like, there's mold and particles here and I can't breathe, I need to find a mask. So this is routed out in a very specific way because, you know, you have to go through these certain doors and go through these certain routes at a specific time.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, and there's I think if you try to go through this section with without the night vision, I'm pretty sure it tells you like it's too dark, can't see, and it's just literally you just can't see anything. So, and if you try to go through it without the night vision, you might have some unpleasant surprises.
that's right.
So, better safe than sorry and grab that night vision.
Alright, so typical trope, you grab a key item, bad things start happening. So let's get on out of here.
And nope.
He was right in our face too, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh, so this section is quite the interesting one. So if Mar were to bump into one laser, yeah, the whole room just go boom.
Yeah, gotta... Like, you can do this part a little bit quicker. You can stand up at a couple different points. Like, I stand up at, like, 1 or 2 different points. You can stand up at, like, 4 different points. I'm too nervous. Like, I'm too much of a wuss to do that because you literally... Like, you stand up and then you crouch again. It's like, you literally do it for a split second, and I haven't gotten that timing down just yet. But, you know, we still did it without exploding, and that's what's important.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful going through here, because yeah, because basically if everything explodes, well, you end your friend and yourself, unfortunately. So of course you're gonna have to restart everything, and we don't want that. So safety first. And you know, we could interact with our friend here before turning off the lasers, but spoilers, that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, because if you do, then all the lasers will point right at you both, and then you both die. So,
yep, but it seems we've saved our friend, though.
We saved him. We're good to go, right?
Yeah, let's just get out of here, guy.
Come on, friend. Wait.
Oh
no.
Friend? No,
Excuse
friend.
me?
Not friend.
Oh.
Oh, friend.
I'm sorry, friend. And Chris again, doing nothing.
Damn you, Lucas. That was my bestest friend.
At least his head didn't get, you know, blown off. It's right there still. He's just taking a nap.
Little sleeps.
Alright, this bomb has actually been on us this whole time, but Lucas didn't decide to activate it until now. So, we're in a pickle.
Yeah, now we have to try to figure out how to get that bomb off.
Yeah, we got a timer going on. We got about 10 minutes to find a way to get this bomb off, and I don't know about you guys, but we don't have 10 minutes. So
it's time to go.
It's time to mosey on out of here.
Which thankfully, I feel like Resident Evil always gives you enough time to be able to do stuff, even when there's a timer on. It's just like, at 10 minutes, yeah, this will actually take you like 5 minutes unless you really don't know where you're going.
Yeah, but oh man, on your first playthrough and you don't know where to go or anything like that, and you see this timer ticking down, that is very anxiety-inducing.
Damn timers. Resident Evil and their dang timers.
Ooh. Anytime there's downtime, you can hit right click and Chris will flip his knife. You can actually attack it in a couple different ways, but it's just
CS:GO knife flick.
Yeah, it's fun to do that during any downtime.
Thank you for the raid and welcome people from Time Use Rage uses chat.
Oh, Tima, welcome.
Okay, you apparently thank you. I butchered that name, so
no, you're good.
Well, come on in, friends from Timas.
Hello, welcome.
We're doing a little bit more in this DLC, and then we also have more runs after this.
We sure do. Please stay tuned. There's so many good runs coming up tonight, so keep tuning in, keep watching. All right, Mama Molded. Feel free to take it away, Kat.
So this fight, essentially, when she's spawning, we can actually get her to pop out sooner, as you saw with what Mar did with the grenade. But essentially, we need to do enough damage to Mama Molded here in order to get her down as quickly as possible. And as you can see, Mar did that with ease. Mar is an expert here.
We're a semi-pro, mediocre goon, but we're doing okay.
Hey, give yourself more credit than that, girl. You're doing great.
Thank you, Kat.
And,
so,
now getting that bomb off.
By dipping our hand in liquid nitrogen. we got that Michael Bay music and everything.
Yep. It looks like we got that bomb off in just a good amount of time, even though there was still a ton of time on the timer.
Now, what's really funny, you can be done with that boss fight, and you can, you know, go through here and go up, you know. You can leave this area without deactivating that bomb. And I'm saying that because I have accidentally done that. I did not mean to, but yeah, I got to the vault. I think Rossi, he was in my chat, he was just like, bomb? And I was just like,
oh no,
goodness, I have the bomb on me still. So yeah, it's okay because you still have plenty of time if you happen to deactivate that. It's not one of those things like as soon as the fight's over, you know, that whole cutscene plays out. It's just, you know, you have to do it.
The timer's lifespan doesn't shorten just because you finish the fight. It still goes as long as it says, as long as it says on the screen, even after the fight. You got time, but it's best to probably take the bomb off.
Yeah, please take the bomb off. You can't activate this vault or anything if that bomb is still on you. It's the only thing what's funny is the prompt that pops up. It just says you can't do this right now, or I can't do this right now. It doesn't say take the bomb off. It just says you can't do this.
It's like, nope, you can't do that. But why? I have the key. What do you mean I can't do this? Excuse me.
Alright, so we get introduced to the lovely vault, aka the gauntlet, aka the cabin. It's just an area where a bunch of enemies get thrown at you and you have to kill them as quickly as possible. The biggest thing here is that you just want to make sure you get the quickest death animations possible.
Basically shoot their knees and shoot their head.
Yeah, that's mainly the strat, and getting the quick death animations here, it's really hard. It's not easy, but just as long as we kill them without taking much damage or any damage, I mean, that's it. But doing it quickly, just doing it at any type of quick speed is very tricky. So we're just gonna do it safely here.
And we also have a different type of enemy as well that we only encounter in this section. We don't encounter these enemies in the main game, but we do encounter, it's kind of the pale heads, or I forget the name of them specifically. I call them pale heads because I think that's what they're called in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
they're
called fumers because
yes, that's the name.
Yeah,
you told me that before.
That's okay. I honestly didn't know their name until earlier this year because I had no idea.
Yeah, they're just the special kind, and they need a special kind of ammo to take them down. Otherwise, they just don't die.
Yeah, so the enhanced ammo that you see here loaded into this gun right here, they're called ramrods, and it's a acronym for something. I can't remember what. I did not mean to shoot that. Oh my god, that's not good. That's okay. That just means I have one less ramrod for Lucas. I just have to use more shotgun shells for that. I can't believe I did that.
It happens. The amount of times I've done that with enhanced ammo on main game is just yeah.
Well, I thought I was already swapped over to my knife, so that's funny. But no, that's okay. Our final boss strat will still be okay. I just have to use more shotgun shells. That's it. But
it's okay.
But when I was talking about ramrods, they're a special type of ammo. They kill molded very, very quickly. Like with normal molded. Oh, go ahead.
Shot. Basically like a one-shot kill.
Yeah. So, but the fumers, they don't die at all to normal ammo. The only ammo they die to are the ramrods. So we have to make sure to save them for that. And you know, any other you know, big bosses too, they're weak to the ramrods. So Mama molded and the big guy moldeds and stuff, like they're weak to that, so they'll die rather quickly.
Yeah. Now we're making our way to the lab.
On our way to the lab. There's an underground lab here, by the way. Just like in other Resident Evil games.
Yeah, somehow there was just this super secret lab underneath the house. Or near the house somehow.
In
do I
this...
have a moment?
What was
Sorry.
that? Go ahead.
Do I have a moment?
You do, absolutely.
Sure. So after this run, we got the Chocobo Racing run, a bit of a wholesome turn,
Ooh.
and
I
that
love chocobos.
actually does have an incentive for a bonus track. So.
Ooh. If you guys love chocobos as much as I do, you guys should totally donate for that. Chocobos are too wholesome, too cute for this world.
Sorry. I can't help
Oh, man.
myself. I love that song.
It's such a good song.
It's so catchy.
It's
It
solid,
literally- yeah, it gets stuck in your head for days.
Gotta watch that DMCA flag.
Oh no, guys!
Is that DMCA-able?
I have no clue.
Probably
I would hope not.
most in-game music isn't, but it depends. Well, like in-game music that isn't like licensed, so like not music from GTA or something like that. I've been playing Persona music for a decent amount of time on my streams with no issues, but we'll see. I still feel very wary about that.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke, really.
Oh no, I know.
But it's such a serious
it's
thing right
it's
now.
it's so topical.
Yeah.
It's very
It's so
topical.
scary.
Oh, while we were talking about this stuff, Lucas, he's here. We're here to encounter him finally. But as you see, he's also going through a transformation of sorts. And let me tell you, it'll be something.
Yeah, it's basically like when Grandma turned into the big thing, tentacle mold thing. I don't know.
And not just that, during the transformation, Chris just closes his eyes and he takes a nap throughout all of this.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's just like I'm just gonna.
There
And
you
then
go.
Apparently, Lucas had a whole time to get up there, make a nest.
He has a whole cocoon going on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in that time, but here's Lucas.
All right, focus mode. There.
Alright, so basically the Lucas fight is we want to be able to shoot him in the head or do as much damage as possible to expose his chest area, his heart, and we want to do the damage to that section. This fight does have basically 2 phases, and you want to make sure you do most of the damage on his weak points. As you can see, he's now expanding into his ultimate form. You thought that was his final form? Well, just you wait. So now, of course, you still gotta do that damage, get that heart exposed, and keep going at it. And Lucas he's not going down. But a few more ramrods will do the trick.
Oh, oops. He
no,
stomped
no,
on her.
no.
He stomped to that beat there.
Oh, he was not having any of it. He just, nope.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's
We're
okay.
fine.
It wasn't super speedy, but we didn't take any damage, so I'll take that as a win.
Hey, and that's the end of Lucas.
That
Lucas
is it.
No more.
And time.
Hey, there we go. Beautiful. Hi, Lucas.
Hey, Lucas. Bye, Lucas.
Game over.
Alrighty. Wow, wow,
That's,
wow. And
Not a hero.
that was not a hero, folks. And here this cutscene plays out. His colleague is telling him, hey, you gotta transfer this data from this computer, or it's like, you gotta stop the transfer from happening. And Chris, in his typical, meathead ways, he doesn't unplug anything. He just shoots him. He just shoots it. That's
Just why bother being technical? Just shoot the damn thing.
yeah. Who cares? So that's okay. If Chris has an opportunity to flex, he absolutely will. So he gets that nice, well-deserved break. We get to see our handsome Chris. I know for a lot of people it's #NotMyChris, but I don't think he looks too bad. But it's okay. He changes his look every time. He's gonna look different in RE8. Anyways,
Yeah,
so.
the amount of times Chris has changed his overall appearance is actually insane.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, I don't understand why exactly they decide, but it's kind of like Jill as well. Jill has changed her look a bit over the years as well. Every character has went through some sort of appearance change.
Yeah, like, for the most part, I think they keep their hairstyles, but their face, basically their whole face changes. But, all right.
Yeah, but that was Not a Hero, and
that was it.
So obviously, thank you everybody for the GGs for marphoira.
Thank you for the GGs. Yeah, I usually don't look at chat during marathon runs, but don't worry, I always watch the VODs. Like, I always go back and I watch it. So, yes, for everyone who's watching, much love, much appreciation. Our official time here, 24:02. I was actually on PB pace for a lot of this. Like, I was doing pretty well. I was like I was 6 seconds ahead. I was 5 seconds ahead when I got to Lucas, but we had a longer boss fight. We lost time there, but that's okay. We still finished under estimate. We still finished in a decent amount of time. But yeah,
4-2, not bad. That's pretty good.
Pretty speedy, I must say. But yes, that was both Resident Evil 7 New Game Easy and Resident Evil 7 Not a Hero New Game Easy. Thank you so much, SpeedGaming Live, for having me. Thank you to everyone who's been watching in chat. Please keep watching. Please keep supporting this amazing marathon. They got some really cool tournaments going on, and there's also some really amazing runs coming up here. And of course, thank you, Kat, for taking some time out of your day. I know you're not feeling too hot today, but much love and appreciation to you for being here.
Not a problem. I love this game, and I also very much love you. You are a great friend, so thank you very much again for asking me to be here. Thank you guys for putting up with me.
There's no putting up with you. We love you, Kat.
It was a pleasure, yeah.
Thank you guys. Yeah, that was a great run.
Yeah, I guess if you want to see more, also if you guys are interested in running this game, the RE7 community and the RE7 Discord, always accepting new members and always helpful to new members. We've actually had so many people join this year, and it's been so awesome to see this community keep growing. So I don't have the link handy, but yeah, just if you go on speedrun.com, you know, you can see all the resources there. You can join the Discord there. Very beginner friendly speedrun, and if you know, like if you like horror games, or if you don't want to be scared of horror games anymore like me, you know, this is a great run to learn, and you know, it's great. And but yeah, if you want to,
it's very helpful.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been speedrunning this game as long if it wasn't for the RE7 community. So please go check us out if you're interested. I speedrun this game on the regular at twitch.tv/marphoira. I also do other stuff, but yeah, and also Kat, she speedruns this game. She does also amazing things at her channel, playing lots of horror games and indie titles and stuff. So check her out at twitch.tv/catlink. So
thank you.
Alrighty, and that is it for me. Thank you, SpeedGaming. Thank you.
Thank you, marphoira and Kat, for this game, for running the base game and the DLC. That's great. And now we'll get a bit of a palate cleanser as we go into the Chocobo racing run with karaoke.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yay! Have a good night, guys. Take care.
Yeah, good night.
Bye.
It'll actually be a good night for me as well, so I'll say good night here.
Yeah, thank you, Troy, so much for hosting. You've been great. Much love and appreciation.
Yeah, it's fun.
Too.
I love being part of this marathon. It's, you know, it's one of the few marathons where it's, you know, we give to each other at this with this marathon. It's a lot of funding tournaments for runners.
Yeah,
like, I love that.
Yeah, and this is a really cool, like, you know, next time this event happens in person, I highly recommend it. It's a really cool, tight-knit community, and they have lots of, you know, they have, like I said, they have lots of tournaments going on. They got, you know, Link to the Past Randomizer, they got Super Metroid, Ocarina of Time, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, like it's a great little event. You know, I hope if not next year, you know, we hope for next year, crossing our fingers for next year, that they can have an in-person event again. But you know, next time they do an in-person event, I highly recommend, you know, you guys attend, because the energy there is great and the people there are great. And yeah, so you know, keep supporting this community regardless. But yeah, I will let Phantasma know we're good to go. But have a good one, guys. Take care.
Later. Bye.